Hey everyone. Today I wanted to go over some pictures I drew. Specifically, I wanted to talk about tree textures. Tree textures is always something that I've just had a natural talent with drawing, but a lot of people find drawing tree texture pretty hard. Now these two pictures are pretty simple. Now in the back, you see the tree textures are just random lines. Not really super detailed, it just gives the quick illusion that there's trees in the background. That's all it needs. The focus isn't on the forest, yeah, it's on the main characters, not seeing the forest for the trees. And now this one is, let's see, of the Imaginext Terrortoad toy, just drawn, and he's a kind of cartoony, silly-looking character, so the trees in the background I didn't go too detailed with. They're just swirls, but again, it gives the illusion that there's texture, plus I didn't blend the crayon-colored pencils in very well, so it gives it like this kind of rough texture rather than like if it was smooth, kind of like his colors where it's marker, crayon, and some colored pencil in there. And now here's we got Debbie Thornberry, Nigel, Elisa, Naga that I'm drawing for a guy on DeviantArt who likes these pictures. And the trees are a little bit more detailed, although I didn't draw any like specific division between them since again it's in the background. Any major like like if I were to do them in black outlines in the background, I think it would distract a little bit from the focus of the picture, which is supposed to be the characters. And here's one where there is no trees, it's just there's wood paneling in the background. So I won't go too deep into that, but here's one. I started drawing this and thought about doing this video. So here you see in the back I've drawn kind of sort of the tree textures, and let's see, here's basically how I do the tree textures. I just kind of draw random lines, and one of the things I want to try and do sometimes is make sure none of the lines touch. Okay. And so now, yeah. Want to make sure they look really random. You don't want to do them all too uniformly straight, or else it'll stand out too much. The whole trick to this is getting these to look good, but not be the focus of the picture. The focus is still very much on the characters when doing tree textures here. Also, the bushy leaves and stuff of the trees, I try to make them seem a little bit random in these kind of pictures. Again, you don't want things to look too uniform, so once in a while you might want to go through and just do like a swirl or something, then you'll come back to that when you get to it. So right here, working around all these swirls and things. And there we got some really good tree textures, and there's also some little bushes down there. They look really nice, the way it turned out here. Let's see. Now I gotta settle on like a color, draw the color of the bushes in. I'll just use a marker. One of the things I like to do with like drawing leaves and bushes is sometimes vary it up and use different colors. That helps make everything blend a little better and look a little nicer. Also, you want to color them in slightly different ways. I'm using a marker, so the marker lines will show up, so I want to just make things look kind of random. So this one I was straight, this one's zigzag. Another one I could draw it like horizontally. There's a few little marker spots like right there, but it's not too big of a deal, especially with like leaves in the background. Kind of helps a little bit to have little spots here and there at times. And I think that's enough for this particular color, so I'm going to switch over and use a completely different marker to color in some of these other leaves. So these ones here will be a far lighter green. Helps everything blend in just a teeny bit better. And then I'm gonna color in these ones up here with this one. And the rest I think I'll color in with a crayon to give it like a slightly different texture. So let's see. Here we got olive green. Alright, let's take a break from that and color in some of the trees in the background. I got a bunch of different color, like various shades of brown. Let's just pick a random one. What's this? Deep golden. So we're going to color in this tree here. The color's coming in really gritty, so later on I'll use another crayon to blend this a little better. Alright, and there we got one tree so far. Let's use a lighter shade, medium golden, to blend it a little. There, that looks a little better. There. And now that one's all done, let's move on to another tree. And let's just do some, move it over here. Whoa! Camera tipped over. Okay, I think it's steady now. There. Starting to look a little better now. Let's see. Get a different color brown for the trees. I think this is another deep golden. I have a lot of the same. Okay, yeah, it's a similar one. It's coming out a little less gritty this time, though. Alright, now this time I'm going to use a different color brown to try and blend it together. Or I could, let's see. I could use not brown at all. Here is a very light golden. It's very like white tan color. It'll give it a slightly different look. There, it gives it kind of a smoky brown look. Okay, my camera doesn't want to stand up anymore, I guess, so yeah. Here's this little experimental video that I was trying to do until the stand decided that, I guess it's tired of the video. So yeah, if anyone out there is interested in doing tree textures, this is a pretty, basic, good way to start, I guess. So yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.